Hello and welcome to a new series I'm going to be doing, playing as Duke Robert of Apulia in the 1066 start. This is one of the most interesting starts in Crusader Kings, in my opinion. Very, very interesting historical figure. Playing with all the DLC, including the new Wards and Wardens. Just standard options here, and of course Iron Man on, and I'm just going to jump straight into the game here. This guy is a really interesting figure. Of course, a Norman adventurer who came down to Sicily and eventually became a very powerful player down here in southern Italy. Went into some wars with the Byzantines, which we may recreate. His firstborn son here, Bohemond, was one of the key players in the First Crusade and eventually went on to become ruler of Antioch, I believe, in this region. He's actually been disinherited at the start of this game, so I believe historically our first wife, who is now our courtier, was discovered to be, some type of blood relation to our character here. Robert Guiscard is his name. Robert the Fox, they call him in this game. So now we're remarried, and then we have a whole bunch of kids with our second wife. So I would much rather play my firstborn son from my first wife. So we're going to have to deal with some succession issues in this. Our firstborn son, or excuse me, our secondborn son, our second wife's son, is actually hunchbacked and greedy, so that's not ideal. We'd much rather play as this robust son than the hunchbacked son. So that's kind of my plan, is to eventually play as Bohemond. We're probably not going to win a crusade and play as him over there, but anything can happen. You start off with no liege. We are in the de jure Byzantine Empire, but we're also, bordering next door to the HRE, so you really have quite a few options with what you can do here. Of course, our immediate goal is going to become King of Sicily, because we have most of the land required to do that. But then we'll maybe join the HRE, maybe we'll join the Byzantines, maybe we'll just stay independent and conquer some land in the Mediterranean and Africa, but we're very, very central in the map here, and we can do pretty much whatever we want. So one of the first things I'm going to do is restore his inheritance, but I'm not going to do it just yet. And we're just going to make sure that we'll give our ex-wife our first daughter, and then we'll let our current wife raise our other daughters here. A lot of kids in our court. Of course, the Hauteville dynasty. You. Okay. Maybe we'll throw you into learning. We'll let our bishop here educate you. So yeah, we're gonna try to inherit all of our land, probably on our firstborn son after we re-inherit him. We got a bunch of other nephews and stuff like that who are our vassals. This guy is our half-sister's son, who is now Count of Bari. We got another nephew here. Got another nephew here. This is our brother-in-law. So this is our wife's brother here, the Duke of Salerno. And then our sister is married to the Duke of Capua. He doesn't want an alliance. He doesn't want an alliance. So screw these guys. We might go and take some of their land. We actually start with a dynasty unlock right away. Of course, you get some interesting ones here because we have Norman culture, I believe, and this comes from Norse, and I believe these unlocks are like specific to the Norse cultures. So we could just grab one of these diplomatic range. Not sure how much we're really going to use that. The Sea Wolves, naval speed, prestige and fame from battles. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of either of these. it kind of sucks to pass up on the unique ones available only to your culture, but I guess the extra gold from ransoms, prestige when ransoming characters, more likely to imprison characters. Maybe we should just go with this. Army loot capacity. Yeah, whatever. Let's just go with this. It's a unique one. It's better than just going blood every time, because it's probably the strongest tree. So sea wolves, we get an extra prowess, naval speed, and it doubles our prestige and fame from battles, which we are going to be going to war. Looking to again get the Kingdom of Sicily first, then maybe we'll move over here. Depends what lands gets consolidated and stuff like that. So let's get rid of these. And what do we start with here? So we have Overseer. I guess that's fine. It's not really my favorite tree. It does give us a little bit of stewardship though. 9. Not sure what we're really doing with that. We can only hold 4, unfortunately, 4 counties, but we're only holding 2 personally right now, so we're going to look to expand here right away and probably move our capital into Palermo. Yeah, this guy, unfortunately, 13 learning. We wish he was a little bit better. Is he a decent court physician? We can make him court physician in order to get his learning up by 1. And then maybe we can get lucky and get an event for another one. I want to try to preserve my gold here because we need 2 duchy titles in order to make this kingdom, and we're currently only holding the 1. So we can make the Duchy of Calabria, eventually make the Duchy of Sicily, and then we're going to make our kingdom title right away. So that's mostly what we're going to be putting our gold into. I'm just going to put these guys down, our men-at-arms. We actually can't even house them all right now. I'm still not sure what I want to do here. I guess we could just go strategist. Do I stay in this tree? 51 years old. Lose the trait Overseer. Yeah, screw it. Let's just go strategy focus. So this is really great when you're going to war, being in the strategist tree. And then I might actually go like this to see if we can get better marriages, because we only have 1, 2, 3. This is a really great 1, 2, 3, 4 for the extra knights, but if I can't get them right away, then maybe we just go for this, and then we'll probably finish out this tree. Currently our council is, well, we have a brother who's a really good marshal. We're eventually going to want to get this back from him, this county, because it's in what's going to be our home duchy. But I think for now, we will ally with him. We can also ally with, like, all of these other counts that we have under us. They're all nephews of ours. Pretty much all of them. I believe just this count here in Lecce is not actually related to us. Let's go ahead and get a wet nurse as well. Average. Okay, this is our ex-wife. I guess, yeah, let's just make her that. Give her a little job. Is there anything else I want to do? Oh, of course, we want to get some better chancellor. This guy's a good marshal. He's also decent at this. Maybe we have another guy who can do this job. Nope. Okay. You're a decent spy master, so we just really want a decent steward here. Holy moly. So we have so many. Let's get our ex-wife remarried and grab a nice little steward. Looks like our options are pretty limited. Bernon is got the best skill, but he's going to pass soon. He's already ailing, even with stubborn. So we probably go with this guy. He's not that great, but he's at least got 15. Polish, whatever. And yeah, maybe I convert these right off the bat. We could get some negative side effects. I'll do it in the one that I'm actually holding personally. And then the other thing is that, like, we are Norman culture, which is fine. But obviously we're not the culture head, because that's going to be, what's his name? William the Bastard. Maybe soon to be William the Conqueror. So what we're going to do is not diverge our culture, but hopefully hybridize. And Siculo-Norman is the one that the AI really likes to create. And that's kind of sensible since we're on the Sicilian land here. Sicilian culture, though, you know, I'm not really a huge fan of these cultural traditions. They're some of the weaker ones. On the other hand, Greek, in my opinion, has some of the strongest cultural traditions. I love legalistic. Formation fighting experts is fine. You get these Byzantine traditions, so you can just like imprison any extra sons that you have and castrate or blind them in order to get them out of the line of succession, so you don't have to force them to take the vows or whatever, or disinherit them. And then this Cataphracts reduces the cost of your men-at-arms and stuff like that, reduces your levy size, but levies are your weakest units always anyway. So what I'm going to try to do actually is raise this up. I'm going to try to hybridize with Greek. What does this make? Okay, it calls it Siculo-Norman anyway. Okay, interesting. So let's try to get this up to 40%. I'm going to work on promoting cultural acceptance here. And then hopefully in our lifetime, this will go up enough that we can hybridize with Greek and form a really powerful culture. Hybridizing cultures is honestly pretty overpowered. They also have a bunch of stuff researched, I believe, that we're missing. So if we hybridize with them, we should get quite a few benefits out of that. Yeah, we're getting 5 different innovations from that. So that's going to be really, really strong if we can get that done. Other than that, we have a whole bunch of different courtiers here. So I'm just going to... I do like to do this. I like to make sure everyone's being raised by someone. I'm not sure how much of an impact that it has. We've got a random kid in our court here. We have a daughter, and then we have that William guy. Who are you? Ah, okay, you're our Chancellor's son, so let's do that. And then we'll figure out our daughter later. Is there anything else I need to do? Let's sway our bishop. We will need limited crown authority. Maybe I'll wait. Just wait on that until I actually need to do something with it. So right now our succession is terrible, but let's get things underway here. We're going to have a lot of alliances coming in. Okay, and then we will get our new steward on the council. So everyone's pretty decent. He's only got 14, but hopefully by him being our bishop, he'll get one of those events that makes him get +1 learning, so he has no negative side effects. Our son already has all 3 of his traits. He's cynical, ambitious, and deceitful. This kid potentially could try to kill us, but hopefully not. Our brother, I believe, actually has 1 bastard son and then 3 daughters. So his land here, these 3 counties, are going to go each to one of his daughters unless we legitimize his son or he has another son. Not disinherit. What am I looking for here? Legitimize bastard. So this only costs us 150. So it'll make him like us. It'll make him like us for legitimizing his son. And it will make our realm stability a little bit better. We don't want our vassals kind of like going to war with each other, these 3 sisters. The next thing that we're going to do is restore his inheritance. So we'll have 50 again quite soon. Then we can do that. Looks like we can't. So who's this? No. I suppose you are the next in line. I mean, next to come of age. So she could maybe marry this guy. He is a Prince of Hungary. Because their father was king, but their brother is not king, so I'm not sure who exactly that is. That is quite a bit of land there. He is part of the Arpad dynasty. It's a pretty nice alliance. They're Catholic too, so we'll go with that. If we end up joining the Byzantines, we might switch at some point to Orthodox, but we'll see how that goes. But I think what I'm going to do here is start expanding right away. We need 2 more holdings personally. So hopefully we can just holy war for this county. These guys might join. 2100, 5k. It would be pretty even if they both joined, but hopefully we can just raise up and engage them right away. Did they join? Okay, they did. So let's just call our vassal in. Not our vassal, our ally. These guys might actually just land on us. It would be kind of annoying. Youthful vigor? Okay. Uh-oh. Well, they're landing right on us, so that might give us a bit of an advantage. Okay, so it looks like we are... Oh. One of our nephews is died in battle. Obviously our ally's not going to get here in time. I could hire some mercenaries, but we might have just waited a little bit too late there. Even if they knock us off this, I'm pretty sure once our ally gets here we'll be fine. We have a huge advantage over them though. It's mostly the knights that are killing us here. Yeah, let's just lose this battle. I think we should still be okay. I hope. It's kind of annoying if we lose this war. Flee while you can. So let's try to form a friendship with him, I guess. Actually, what I'm going to do right away is restore his inheritance. Oh, it's gone up. It was 50, now it's 75. Okay. We're just waiting for our ally to get here. Actually, 1600. Is this enough? 2600? It's actually pretty close. Well, if we're losing this, then we can hire a mercenary and just push it over, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That was close. That was a little bit dicey. We just need to capture this one county. Okay, so we got a random Sicilian knight. That's good. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much money hiring mercenaries, so I'd rather use my alliance to get that. Okay, there we go. So we'll station you here. I'll raise the control. And we're not going to worry about spreading our culture because we're not going to use any of the cultures down here until we hybridize. Once we hybridize, then we'll try to make all of this land our Siculo-Norman culture. But for now, there's really just no point. Unfortunately, this switched to Sicilian from Greek. So it's now raising our cultural acceptance with Sicilian, but we want it to raise cultural acceptance with Greek. So there's just events down here in all of the Kingdom of Sicily that changes the culture to Sicilian over time. So hopefully we can maintain this as Greek culture, because we do want to hybridize with Greek instead. It's just a little bit more powerful. Actually, 9% is not bad at all. So let's create this duchy. And now that we've done that, we have enough land to create this kingdom title. It just takes 500 gold. So it's going to take us a while to get there. But once we get another holding, that should help. And once we raise the control here, that should help too, because right now we're getting 6% of the taxes from this place. Guess we'll just grab this. And these guys are Catholic, so they should join once we create the kingdom title, because they're a part of our de jure. So you've already been married off, good for you. We now have enough to restore your inheritance. Probably what we're gonna do here is imprison him. Maybe we can get him some maybe we can get some decent events. or some decent personality traits to make him a little bit more pious, and he'll take the vows voluntarily. But it's not very likely. Greedy characters don't generally like to do that. Rowdy characters don't generally like to do that. So we'll see. So he captured that guy. I actually have some... I guess we can just burn them at the stake. Let this be a warning to you all. This guy is, oh, now our new player heir. There we go. Oh, what's this? So, Heinrich IV, the Holy Roman Emperor, wants our son Heinrich as a hostage. This is from the new Wards and Wardens. Wardens at war with home courts may freely execute hostages. So this is basically us buying a guarantee from him that he's not going to declare war on us. I'll be honest, I have no idea how sending a hostage influences your succession. I assume they would still succeed you normally, as they should, just like this, but maybe it takes them out of succession. I've not really messed around with this like hostage situation here. But I think I'm going to continue not to do that. So if this makes him more likely to declare war on us, I guess we're going to find out. But I'd rather just keep control of all my sons. So will this... Yeah, this guy might join as well. 800 plus 800, so we might have to call our friend again. But we're going to see if we can get away with it. That's up in Wales. So it's very even now, 1338 against 1360. So our daughter needs... do we trust our ex-wife? Okay, let's do that. She is our wet nurse. Looks like we'll be able to get this, no problem. They're on our capital, but we should be fine. So this is our nephew here wants an alliance with us. We'll say okay. I think we're now allied to all of our nephews. Let's just get this done. Okay, so now we're at least holding all 4 of these, which is good. We'll probably try to grab all these. Eventually we'll just give these counties over here away. We'll give this one to our brother or our nephew, and then take his capital back, and then just make him Duke of that area. And then we can give like one of our nephews over here control of this. I will move my capital over here, actually. Just getting ready to set up here. So we're done swaying our bishop, that's fine. Is there anything else we want to do here? We don't really want or need more kids. We could work on becoming friends with, I guess we can't actually befriend, but we could sway up some of these guys. So let's sway our spymaster, make him less likely to betray us. He is ambitious. So this is our second son. Deceitful, vengeful, calm. Okay, I'm going to make him calm and take this stress break here, because we'll see what we'll get. Drunkard. Or we can just keep the stress. Is this going to do anything? This is going to bring me to 6. So we're still going to be able to hold 4 out of 4. It's a minor penalty to health, but I think that's actually okay. I don't generally like becoming drunkard, but in this case it's fine, because we're actually... Once we deal with these other 2 sons, we're completely ready to play our son Bohemond here. So I'm going to right away tutor my other son. Did he get any traits yet? No. Bohemond ends up getting a 3-star stewardship education. So hopefully when we're playing him, we'll be able to do the university visit. But we're not going to go on this character. And then we'll be able to boost his education up. So he's going to be able to hold more land. We could look for a marriage for him, but it's not really necessary yet. What I am going to do, though, is stop him. Stop him from being a knight. So this is my brother-in-law. He wants my daughter to marry his son. I'm going to say no. We could just be in an alliance right now if you weren't unwilling. But we want to stop him from dying in battle. Definitely, definitely don't want him to die. Yeah, I guess let's convert here in our capital. That makes the most sense. I'm rooting for these Greek counties to stay Greek because we want to raise our cultural acceptance with them. Up to 17, it's actually going a lot quicker than I thought it would. So this is our third son. We can make him just. Don't want them greedy. They won't take the vows if they are. What do you have going on here? Whose army is that? Okay, it's gone. Let's actually do this one for the control growth. And dread. The control growth is nice. We need to raise the control here to get more money. So you can see our income has actually gone up quite a bit and is continuing to go up as we gain control in these counties. And we're basically just saving up for this kingdom title. Hopefully I'll be able to make that on this character before my before I'm playing my heir. Guess I could give him a job in my court, but I'm not sure really what I want to be doing. We got an option here. I think we just go military engineer. Forter. I don't think there's any rivers here. This is going to be the only place that we're fighting on this character. So I guess we just continue on here. Finish getting these guys. I'm gonna actually execute a kid. Whatever. Crusader Kings. So this guy. Ooh. I will call my friend. If his army comes and lands here, it's gonna beat us. They have a lot. Maybe I do this. Can I? Oh no, I'm not gonna get it in time. Shoot. It's really annoying. Why does this one county have to have an ally that's that big? Well, it's not even an ally. He just joined the war to spite me. So what do I do here? I don't want to spend money, but I might have to. It's going to be really close again. If I hire some mercenaries, I'm just in debt straight off. This guy's got 600 heavies. There's no light infantry unit here. I don't think we can get away in time, can we? We'll see if we can. Oh, we actually can. Okay, well that's better than getting engaged and losing, so... Oh, why is there so many of you? 4,800? My god, man. Okay, what we're gonna do is try to grab another alliance with our daughter. So Denmark is a thing. They're not at war. The downside here is that they're very far away. Premischlids, the king of France, even. He's defending in a war, though. He's helping William the Conqueror defend in a war. So he might prioritize that over ours. I think what I'm just going to do is grab Denmark here. So there's about 1 million Danish sons. This one's the heir. So I guess we choose that one. Really obnoxious how you just can't even go to war for one county. Okay, so here they are. I think I'm way too late to run away here. At least they're paying for the penalty of disembarkment. Oh, so now he's got a war, so he's not going to come. The good news is if we lose this war, we just lose an offensive war for one county. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to have to pay for it, but We're not losing any land. I guess we just join his war, but he's not going to send his troops in anymore. Jeez, you guys, 4,000 troops to defend one little county. It's a bit excessive. This is not really a revolt. This is just because we are on some Ashari, some Muslim land here. These guys are protesting against our occupation. We do have another daughter, and I kind of like the idea of... Oh, we can't ally with the King of France. I should have done all the alliances at the same time. So by alliance power, this guy, but he's at war. The Doge. He might pass. He might pass. Let's actually do that. We don't want this marriage to go off, but we will be able to call Venice into this war. Did I not call you already? I did. So hopefully we'll get Venice down here, and then we're really just waiting for Denmark to get here. They've got the bulk of the troops. So gluttonous, impatient, or shy? Let's make him shy. Maybe we can engage this little partial army here. Get some war score back. He's sieging our brother's capital down. Where's Denmark? What do? Do they come all the way around? Do they come through? There's Venice's troops. He's going back there. I have no idea where this guy is. Oh, he's actually close. That's good. Okay. He made it all the way over here now. So we don't need to really care too much. We'll go for giving. It'll make him more likely to take the vows. We don't care too much about anything. As long as we can take this county, then we're good. Are you gonna come and help me? Oh god. Okay, well if we get engaged in a lopsided battle, then we might not be good. Hopefully he gets here. Oh god. Okay, there. that was dicey. Never. Okay, so we just siege this down real quick. We win the war, and then we get these guys. And everyone's getting executed. Everyone's getting executed. So that's full occupation. 5,000 troops they sent, and we still took it. Now this guy's done challenging me. Our son-in-law here is just kind of on his own. So he revolted against me. This guy we can actually get gold from, so we'll let him out. The rest of you are getting executed. Okay. A little bit more night effectiveness here. And then maybe actually what I'll do is... I'm not sure if I'll have enough time to actually get Know Thyself, but I'll just try to go and get it here. But anyways, I'm going to call it here for part 1. Couldn't get the Kingdom title made, but we're not too far away. Just need a few hundred more gold. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, I'm going to be continuing this series, so please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next part.